Hi, I'm Tereza with PotomacBeads. We will work today together on my creeper vines necklace with a lot of Czech shapes. So let's gather the beads and start working. For the creeper vine necklace, we'll be using wildfire thread and size 12 needles. We'll be using two threads and 2 needles, because the first longer thread, which is like a span and half long, will be creating the bottom of our necklace, and then with the second needle and thread we'll be connecting the tops, and it will be creating the circle shape around our neck. So put a stop bead on the first thread. I'm leaving a 10 cm tail, and we'll start with the EVA beads of the first color. So I have here the EVA, and I'm putting it on like this with the arrow pointing down. Then we will need the IrisDuo bead. It's puffed on one side, so don't forget to have them facing all one side, and go through the left hole, the puffed side up. Then pick 2 15-ohs, 1 11-oh of the first color and 2 15-ohs. So I have this on my needle, and I'm going down through the IrisDuo and the EVA. And now pull so everything is close, like this. Then pick the same color of 11-oh like before, and now we are adding the second color of the EVA. So this time the arrow is facing up. I'm still going through the left hole, and I'll be adding 11-oh of the second color and a pyramid bead, the 6x6 size, and I'm going through the left hole when the top is facing towards me. Then I'm picking the bottom part, so 11-oh of the second color, 11-oh of the first color, then a 15-oh, a lentil, one whole lentil. This is the edged vitriol full, and then we need to go back, so I'm putting on 1 15-oh, taking this into my hands, and I'm trying to have it all nice and tight with no gaps between the beads, because that will make things easier. And I'm going up through the orchid 11-oh, the first color, pulling so there's no gaps between the beads, and I'm putting on another 11-oh of the second color, going through the pyramid bead, putting on a second 11-oh again, second color, and going through the EVA like this. And now it's completely the same all the time. So what you need to do now is add 1 11-oh of the first color, and then you know it. So you put on the EVA, the first one facing down, going through the left hole, IrisDuo, puffed side towards you. Don't forget to check the holes. These are 2 whole beads, both EVAs, both and IrisDuo and pyramid. And like this, add again 2 15-ohs, 11-oh of the first color and 2 more 15-ohs. Going down again through the EVA and the second hole, holding everything close to each other so it's nice and tight. And now first color of 11-oh, left hole of EVA facing up or pointing up, and like this you will add again the 11-oh second color, pyramid bead, 11-oh second color, 11-oh first color, 15-oh check lentil, one hole, and then 15-oh and going up, and continue like this. So you can either continue like this until you have a long necklace which goes around your neck. But it's very difficult to say how long you need it actually. So prepare a second piece of the thread, and we will work simultaneously connecting these seed beads here at the top, and that will help you establish the length of the necklace you need immediately, and it will basically say how many beads you need and how long the necklace will be. So you can set this first needle aside after, let's say, 10 centimeters, and you can pick up the second needle and start connecting these tops. So for the second thread, it needs to be much shorter because it will be just the length of your necklace plus some extras for adding a clasp. So for me it was like arm span because I like to have an extra, and then use it if I need to. So I added a stop bead, but I left quite a long piece of thread at the end, at least like 30 centimeters, so it's comfortable for you to add the clasp when we are done on one side, also on this side, and so you don't have to add another piece of thread. So keep a longer tail, so you don't have to add another thread, and we will start. So start by going through these seed beads here. So I'm going through the 4 15-0s and the 11-0 between them. And then it's super simple. You just pick 2 15-0s, one 3mm fire polished, and 2 more 15-0s. So you have this on your needle, and you go to the second group of seed beads, and this is all you will do with this second thread currently. So always pick 4 seed beads, 4 15-0s, and put a 3mm fire polished in between them, and go always through the grouping of the seed beads at the top. So I always create like a piece of the bottom part and then connect it with the top, and with this you will actually know how long the necklace will be, so when you reach the length you actually need. So for me, when I show you, because this was an example, so I will show you. So I have this and it has 31 EVAs of the first color, and it goes around my neck smoothly. So try to test it, and when you reach the length you need, we will add the clasp. So for adding the clasp you will need only seed beads. Pick up the longer thread you had here at the top, take off the stop bead and get the clasp of your choice. I have here this clasp garden heart. And now pick 3 15-0s, then 1 11-0, and then depending on the thickness of the loop of the clasp, pick as many seed beads. So I'm going for 4 in total. So I'm picking 2 15-0s, going through the loop, 2 more 15-0s, and then I'm going down through the 11-0 like this. This will be a bit annoying because it will get a bit loose, and then here I had it here already, so we need to add 6 more 15-0s. So pick now 6 15-0s, 3 4 5 6, so like this. And now go from the opposite direction through the EVA and the IrisDuo and back to the top, and that's it. Now we just need to make sure that we need to go that we will go more times through the beads. to reinforce. So what I'm going to do is going through the beads I just added, so through the 3 15-0s, through the 11-0, through the 15-0s and the loop, the 11-0 and again the 15-0s. And now I need to knot off the thread. So I'm going up again through the EVA and IrisDuo. And what's best for me is to go through the beads here, which are on top of IrisDuo. There I find a piece of thread between beads. I create a loop and I'm going through the loop, which creates a knot. I pull and then going away from the knot, like this for example, and I will take my thread burner and that's one of the 2 threads done. And I will do something similar with the second one. I already have a needle on the second tail, so it was pointing down from the EVA, so I will go through the beads, through the 15-0s here, the 6 15-0s, and I just need to knot it off again, but what I will do is also go through the 3 15-0s here. It will just strengthen a bit once again, and there I think I can comfortably create a loop, go through the loop again, and then go again away from the knot, but I was silly and put size 10 needle instead of size 12, so it's kind of hard, so I will just go through the big beads. Just don't break anything because this is the last step. I'm just going away from the knot here. This will be fine. I can cut it. And that's it. So that was one side. Just remember, if you have some clasp that has some face up, that it faces the correct side, like the IrisDuo, the puffed side up. And now you can do it also on the other side, and when you're done, just close the clasp and the bracelet, the necklace is actually finished. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial for this creeper vines necklace, done with EVA beads, pyramid beads, IrisDuo, Czech lentils and some milky seed beads, and topped off with clasp, carton clasp. If you need any of those materials, the link for the pages is in the description, and if you make it, I will be very much looking forward to seeing your pictures. You can post them into our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making, and I will be looking forward to seeing you in some other tutorial on PotomacBeads channel. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.